Hello, Donut DOCers, and welcome to Bucks County, Pennsylvania. I am your host, Steve Ryman, and I am joined today by my good friend, Dani Girardi.
Hi, everyone.
We actually met through grad school through Purdue University, so boiler up.
Go Boilermakers.
Hammer down. There you go. And knowing that I was going to be coming out this way, Dani said, I have got to take you to Yum Yum Donuts. So we are getting ready to experience our Yum Yum Donuts that we selected earlier. And you are going to hear from our good friends, Ashley and Julia at Yum Yums. So welcome to Donut DOC.
Welcome to Yum Yum Bake Shops. We are located in Pennsylvania, Montgomery, and Bucks County. We have 3 different locations, one in Colmar, which here we are now, and Warminster, and in Quakertown.
So in 2023, we celebrated our 60th anniversary. This has been a family-owned business operated now by the 3rd generation of this family. And yeah.
We've been open since 1963.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
So what were you doing in 1963?
I was not born yet.
Okay, yeah. Neither was I. So
My parents weren't even born
Neither
yet.
were my
parents weren't
Yeah.
born yet. That's awesome. So I got to ask, what are some of the highlights? I mean, what are some of the donuts that people just come in and rave over?
So our 2 signature flavors are Chocolate Thunder and White Lightning.
Okay.
And the White Lightning has vanilla cream, vanilla icing, vanilla sprinkles, and the Chocolate Thunder has chocolate cream, chocolate icing, and chocolate sprinkles.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just kind of, I guess, like our most popular, what we're known for.
Okay.
But then also our glazed is one of our most popular.
I mean, we make our donuts here in store fresh every single day. We have so many different varieties. There's kinds for whatever you're looking for, really. If you're in a different mood every day, we have it for you here.
That's
Yeah.
outstanding. So,
Yep.
what is your favorite donut?
My favorite donut is our raspberry crumb. It has raspberry jelly in it with a layer of vanilla cream and then a crumb sugar topping.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Which
good.
we absolutely got one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
That's honestly my favorite too. But our newer one, our crumbles and cream, is also one of my favorite. That has chocolate cream inside and then vanilla cream and chocolate cake crumbles on top, which has been a hit here recently.
Yes.
fantastic. Okay,
Yep.
so one other question, and I didn't prepare you this. So
Okay.
Oh
this
no.
one's on me. So donuts make you feel what? What's the blank?
Normal.
Donuts make her feel normal. I love that.
I've been working here for so long and like I grew up around here. I've been here forever. So
Okay.
it's just a part of life.
I love it. It's a part of life. Well said. That should be a bumper sticker. How about you, Ashley?
I'd say donuts make me feel excited. When I see someone with like a really good mix in their dozen box,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh,
Oh.
that looks nice.
Or-
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm like, I would get that too.
So you're
Yeah.
invested in the choices.
Yes, I am. I am.
It's also exciting because like you'll meet people like in Philadelphia and stuff and they'll say they're from here and you're like, oh, do you know about this place? And they're like, yeah, I love that place. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
We work
work
there.
there.
Yeah.
Or I was at like an Eagles tailgate and some random people I've never met brought a dozen Yum Yum donuts. Like it was.
If we wear the shirt out in public,
Oh
if I
my
go
gosh.
somewhere after work, they're like, you work at Yum Yum? I'm
Aw.
like, yes, I do.
or like
Yeah.
we wear stuff just like out and about, and
Yeah.
we always get stopped.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 2 more questions for you. You 2 have been great. So number 1, dunkers. What do you think about people who dunk their donuts
Oh.
in milk?
We have a special donut for that.
Yeah.
It's our
Get
horseshoe
out.
A
donut.
horseshoe, yeah.
It's cut in. I'll grab one.
Yeah. We cut it in the fryer when they're frying it to make it like a half moon.
So it's easier to dunk in your coffee.
Yep. We have something for everyone.
So
Seriously.
filled or unfilled?
I like filled donuts, so I would say filled.
I feel like it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Like
Oh.
sometimes I'm like I need like a chocolate cream donut,
Okay.
but sometimes I just like a strawberry ice with sprinkles.
Okay.
So
Well, now that's fair.
yeah.
But if it could have filling in it,
I don't know. I guess filling them.
okay.
Yeah.
Again, the world should operate on filling. Well, again, you 2 have been absolutely delightful. Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to show us what we
Oh,
got in there?
sure.
Oh yeah.
Here's what we picked out. Donuts. We have one of our signatures, our chocolate thunder. Of course, a glaze. Have to try that one.
Foundational.
White lightning.
Hmm.
This is one of our special ones that we make. A caramel delight, which is a cake donut with toasted coconut, and then caramel and chocolate drizzle. And then, of course, our favorite, the raspberry crumb. And then we have our peanut butter cup, which is made with homemade peanut butter cream, chocolate icing, and then crushed peanuts on top.
And out of those, how many are filled?
4 out of the 6
4
are
out
filled.
of 6. That's
Yep.
a good ratio. That's,
Yeah, I would say so too.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, again, thank you so much. And hey, can't
Thank
wait
you
to
for
dive into
coming
these
in.
yum-yums.
Yeah.
So Julia and Ashley, thank you so much for that great review. And we can't wait to dive into these. So, Dani, where should we start first?
My favorite is the caramel delight.
I'd say go ahead and pull that out. If you want to hold it up to the camera as well, that is great. Oh my gosh. Okay, so donut DOCers, what we have here in front of us, and maybe you should describe it. You know what? You describe it, and I'll add to whatever I want to throw on there.
So this is my absolute favorite donut at Yum Yums. This is a cake donut
Mm-hmm.
with toasted coconut,
Mm.
caramel, and chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know this is probably going to be trademark and copyright infringement, but it looks like a Girl Scout Samoa cookie is what it
it
looks like.
does. It does.
Yeah. So do me a favor. Can you hold it up to the camera? The back side even. Okay. So a lot of times donuts will just have topping and that is it. And then just basically, in the case of a cake donut, just basic cake. This donut is surrounded in toasted coconut. There is not a section of this donut that doesn't have toasted coconut on it. Okay. So as Dani stated,
I got
it's
my
even
chocolate.
like you got your chocolate. It's got like a thick coating on there too.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something that toasted coconut is adhering to. Not quite
Mhm.
sure what it is, but you know what? I'm with you. I'm actually salivating as well, finding it very hard to speak. So I'd say let's dive on in.
Cheers.
Cheers. Little messy. That is okay. That toasted coconut really dissolves as soon as it hits the
Mhm.
saliva, which just even looking at this thing produced a lot of saliva. That is a very good donut.
It's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little salty.
A little salty, yes.
Caramel. And it's just incredibly fresh. It falls apart. It's delicious.
Right. Good foundational cake base as
Mhm.
well. And I would say your typical cake base. But yeah, there's a lot going on with that donut, and all of it's good.
And it's the coconut is a little crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah. So for you texture lovers out there, there's a lot going on with that donut.
Mhm.
You've got the general texture of the cake, but then also, as Dani just pointed out, that toasted coconut provides just a whole nother different type of texture to it as well.
It's like the trifecta of donuts.
It is like the trifecta of donuts.
Mhm. Should we do the glaze next?
You know what? I think we should do the glaze.
Okay.
Doing the glaze will give us kind of a foundation of where they're at as far as a yeast donut. So,
Okay.
yeah, I think that's exactly where we need to go. Okay, so very soft, very fluffy. I can tell right away. You've got the flakiness of the glaze itself, not overly inundated with
Mhm.
glaze. So, let's go.
Cheers. Buttery.
Buttery. Oh, I like that. Yep. And I'll also say, sometimes with the glaze, and trust me, I've got my sweet tooth. Sometimes with glaze and icing, it can just be so caked on that it really just kind of takes over the overall taste of the donut.
It's nice and light.
This does not. Yeah, it's extremely light, so it gives it just that tinge of sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, that is just a nice, well-rounded yeast donut. So we're going to do the white lightning next?
Yes.
Now, before she pulls it out, it is not moonshine. Let me just go ahead and say, this is a family-friendly program. It's not that kind of white lightning. No. We're not from the hills of the Ozarks of Missouri. No, it's not that kind of white lightning. Okay, go ahead and pull it out. Now, what we've got here, okay, I got to just comment on this. I am so excited about this because as we learned from Ashley and from Julia, 4 out of our 6 donuts in this box are filled donuts.
Mhm.
We have now exhausted the unfilled portion, right?
Mhm.
So what are we getting into now? The filled, the
Mhm.
best part. So the white lightning looks like a filled donut, as we know. Candy sprinkle on
One side.
the 2/3,
Yeah.
I would say, and then not on the other side. Oh, did you see that? She gave me the one with the most filling.
Well,
Such
I
a
know what it
giver.
tastes like.
You're such a giver. Cheers. All right, here we go. Okay, that's a very interesting experience.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting in this way. So the icing is almost like a ganache
Yeah.
in some ways on top. So definitely thicker. And then you hit that that cream on the inside, but the cream is very light, very fluffy, very cloud-esque.
So let's go with its signature counterpart,
Okay.
the Chocolate Thunder.
Mmm. I love the names of these, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that we talked about in the White Lightning, just in chocolate. I saw what you did there. She's giving me more of the cream as well. So I'll hold it up to the camera there. There's the chocolate inside the donut. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers again.
Cheers.
Ooh. That's a good chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's like a ganache, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of just pops in your mouth. And the chocolate really comes through. And I will say, on the White Lightning, the icing on the top is what predominantly hits your tongue and certainly lingers. This one, it's the exact opposite. It is actually the
filling on the inside.
filling, or almost fluff.
Mm-hmm.
Really might be a better way of phrasing that. It comes through.
And the Chocolate Thunder is Girardi family approved.
It's Girardi family approved.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. And if I were to ask you, okay, donuts make me feel
Happy.
Mm-hmm. So a little bit of dopamine going on there.
Yes, absolutely.
A little bit of happy thoughts, maybe happy
Mm-hmm.
memories, maybe memories with dad as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So anything that you hope to do one day with grandkids and donuts?
Take them to Yum Yum.
Take them. That was a good answer.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good answer. All right. Let's go ahead and dive into the next one.
Right.
What have we got?
This one was, I don't remember the name of this one.
I don't remember the name of it. They did share it with us, but it does have the raspberry filling, I remember.
Yes.
And it looks like it's got a crumb topping up top.
Oh boy. Well, here, you just see that.
Okay.
Off.
You know what? That'll work. All right. Almost. What's a topping like?
Cherry crumb, I think it is.
Cherry crumb?
Or cherry bomb.
You know,
I've never had this one. It's delicious.
it is absolutely delicious. And there is something about a fruit jelly, fruit-filled, whatever, donut that just, I don't know. Number one, it's appealing to the eye, but you've got the red there contrasting with the white. Then you've also got the crumb on top. I'm learning about this about myself, that I am very much so into textures when it comes to donuts.
Mm-hmm.
And this one hits all the marks for me.
It's delicious.
And again, you kind of get the tart of the fruit,
Mm-hmm.
the sweet of the crumb topping, and a little bit of the fluff, or I don't know if it's marshmallow on top, but something like that.
Yeah.
Again, just another great donut.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wow.
So, any other thoughts that you'd like to share with us before we wrap things up?
I'm stuffed.
I'm stuffed as well. You know what? That's a good point. So the bottom line is, when you are in the Pennsylvania area, and especially the 3 locations,
Colmar, Warminster, and Quakertown.
what she said, you gotta go by Yum Yums. You gotta go by and see our friends Ashley and Julia, and make sure to tell them Donut DOC sent you. With that being said, please like this episode. Please subscribe to the channel so then that way you don't miss out on future episodes. And also, please share this with a friend. Let's make life better. Invite a friend. Grab a donut. We'll see you real soon. Bye now.
Bye.
Excellent.
That was fun.